Word of the slaughter at the Alamo soon spreads across the country. Enraging Americans. In Washington, President Andrew Jackson sees the defeat in Texas as a much bigger concern. By 1836, Mexico is a significant territorial rival in North America. Mexico controls land stretching from California to the border of Oregon, covering more than 1.7 million square miles. The U.S. hasn't added a new state since Missouri in 1821, and the promise of expansion west feels stalled.
Andrew Jackson was among those Americans who believed that Texas ought to be part of the United States. But Jackson was also a man with a keen strategic sense who wanted to strike at the right moment. Didn't want to have a war with Mexico just then. Didn't think the time was right.
If Texas can win its own independence, Jackson can bring it into the Union. Until then, his hands are tied. Fortunately for Jackson, one Texan sees the crushing loss at the Alamo as an opportunity. His name is Sam Houston.
Crockett and Sam Houston both served in Andrew Jackson's militia during the Creek War. Houston became famous for the Battle of Horseshoe Bend, where he was impaled through the groin with an arrow and had one of his other soldiers yank it out, and he just kept on fighting. And Houston also was really a rugged frontiersman.
Houston is now the leader of some 370 untrained men. They comprise the Army of Texas. And their fight for independence isn't over. To increase his numbers in the face of a much larger enemy, Houston calls on Texans to avenge Crockett's death and remember the Alamo.
The way I see it,
the defeat at the Alamo ended up creating a great rallying cry of patriotism to fight for independence and to fight to the death, to fight to the end.
it is really important that we make sure.
Hundreds of angry Texans are drawn to the cause of independence. In just a month, Houston's army swells to nearly 1,000. They're positioned near the San Jacinto River, right in the path of General Santa Anna and 1,500 Mexican troops. Just 6 weeks after Crockett's death at the Alamo, Sam Houston takes his revenge, unleashing 900 furious Texans against a larger Mexican force. Santa Anna is camped near the San Jacinto River, where the Texans surprise them.
Ultimately, the Battle of San Jacinto only lasted 18 minutes. It was a chaotic 18 minutes. I don't think anyone expected the battle to go this way.
Over 630 Mexican soldiers are killed. The Texans suffer just 11 casualties. The crushing defeat leads to Mexico's surrender. And Texas finally wins independence. Back in Washington, D.C., Jackson welcomes the news. He's dreamed of Texas joining the U.S. for years, but the future of Texas is caught in the growing debate over slavery.
Congress wasn't willing to go along with annexation because Texas would enter the Union with slavery. And the addition of Texas would tip the balance in the Senate in favor of the pro-slavery side. The result of this was that Texas remained in this limbo for almost a decade.
In 1837, Jackson's presidency ends with one goal unfulfilled: a nation stretching all the way to the Pacific.
Andrew Jackson remained politically involved even after he retired. He was writing constant letters to people, giving very strong opinions about subject after subject after subject. And he was a man who believed in the expansion of the United States.